Hi guys, so the second topic we're going to go through today on All About Months is just Mbappe in general, because I feel like Mbappe has gotten a bad rep in the past 12 to 18 months. I believe this is because he's a generational talent. People do expect a lot from him, and he's been successful very early on in his career, so they expect him to win some every single year, which in football is just impossible because football is a team sport. I know one player can make a difference, but it's only so much one player can do. At the moment, Kylian Mbappe is my favorite footballer in the world. I love watching Kylian Mbappe play. He's just electric. He's everything you want from a young footballer, in my opinion. And everyone's always talking about he has to fit into a system. I don't believe Kylian Mbappe has to fit into a system. I believe Kylian Mbappe, he is the system. And anyone that disagrees with that, just go watch him play at PSG. There's a couple of times they should have advanced in the Champions League final, and that's not all on Kylian Mbappe. That's also on his previous manager as well, on his previous teammates. You had bluffers such as Verratti on the team. You have people like I know the goalkeeper has proved to be very good in the last 12 months. Before that, Donnarumma is prone to a mistake in big moments in Champions League, and that's happened in the past couple of years up until this season for Donnarumma and PSG. So this year they're more of a team. I will admit that, PSG. However, if you have a player like Kylian Mbappe, you have to build around him. Kylian Mbappe is the system. He can't fit into a system. Generational players don't fit into systems. Generational players are the systems. You look at Messi, you look at Ronaldo, you look at Mbappe. He falls under that bracket as well, in my humble opinion. Especially if you look at his record with France as well. People tend to forget. Excuse me. People tend to forget that Mbappe has won a World Cup already at a very tender age, and it got to the last final, which he was very unlucky not to win. I think he got a hat-trick in the final as well, which he was very unlucky not to win again. So when you look at all that, I think the criticism of Mbappe is very unfair. I know people are saying, "Oh, he left PSG, they won the Champions League and went to Madrid. Madrid didn't win anything." I believe that's just a narrative people are trying to ruin Mbappe's rep. If you actually look at it without having any agenda, in terms of Mbappe going to Real Madrid, that's his dream move. And then you look at the team that Real Madrid had this year. Several defenders were out injured. You had Militao was injured. Mendy was injured for majority of the season. Alaba was injured for majority of the season. Rudiger was playing on one knee for majority of the season. That's what, like, 4 defenders you're missing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 defenders you're missing. Like, Madrid going forward, no problem whatsoever. But defensively, they were leaking goals. It doesn't take rocket science to go forward. They were brilliant. Madrid were brilliant going forward. However, defensively, they were leaking so many goals. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you or to notice that the defenders weren't good enough this year, and that's simply because they had so many of their senior defenders out. But yet, people tend to blame Mbappe for Madrid not winning anything this year. Madrid, in terms of Mbappe with Madrid this year, I think he got the most goals in a debut season for Madrid. Either that or it was top 2 or top 3 goals for a debut season for Madrid. He was a top goal scorer for Madrid this year in the Spanish league as well. And I believe Carlo Ancelotti is more of he just lets players do what they want. He's more of a freestyle type of coach. You need leaders out on the pitch. You need leaders out on the pitch to be able to play with or get coached by Ancelotti. Because the way I see it is, Xabi Alonso's coming into Madrid next season. I honestly cannot wait, because I know Xabi Alonso is a fantastic manager. He will get Madrid playing really, really well, in my opinion. And Madrid has already gone out and bought Housen. I hope he plays well. And they also went out and bought Trent. Trent and Mbappe's link up is going to be fantastic. I cannot wait to see Trent and Mbappe play together. It's going to be honestly unbelievable, because Trent is one of the best passers I've ever seen play football. It was an ex-Liverpool player. I hate Liverpool, however, you cannot deny Trent's talent. Trent is one of the finest footballers, one of the best passers of all time, in my opinion. So imagine him crossing the ball to Mbappe playing the last shoulder defender. It's going to be amazing. Mbappe is going to get so much service from Trent. It's going to be ridiculous. And you have a coach like Xabi Alonso. He's going to coach that team. He's going to build a team around Mbappe, because, like I said, Mbappe, he's a generational player. You don't try to fit him to a system. He is the system. So you build a team around him, in my opinion. And Madrid are looking to get, I think the South American midfielder that everyone's looking at, Matsundo. I can't really pronounce his name, so for apologies about that. But I know Madrid are favourites to get him as well. And like I said, they've got House in the centre half, and they've also got Trent. So they seem to be building a pretty decent team this year. And I believe maybe they need another centre half if Alaba, Rudiger, or Militao aren't going to be fit for for the start of the season, because they cannot afford to have young and experienced defenders, because the way Madrid play, they're going to bomb forward, they're going to attack so much. You're going to need experienced defenders to be able to cope with the pressure they're going to be under. So I'm really looking forward to see Madrid play next season. I've always followed Madrid keenly ever since Ronaldo moved there a couple of years ago from Man United. So they're probably one of my teams I would watch on a regular basis as well in terms of European football. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I'm going to make a prediction right now. I think this time next year, you come back to this video, I guarantee you Alonso is going to have Madrid as one of the best footballing team in the world come this time next year, in my opinion. They're going to play fantastic football. It's going to be free-flowing football. Mbappe is going to cook next season. I can guarantee you that now. You can bookmark this. I guarantee you Mbappe is going to cook next season. Imagine getting service from Trent, service from Vinicius Jr. He's going to absolutely cook next season. So you come back to this video next year, this time next year, I guarantee you Mbappe is going to be probably one of the best players. He's probably going to be the best player in the world. These numbers are going to be out of this world, getting service from Vinicius and Trent. What else do I do? I was going to go through a couple of other things. So, if you enjoyed this video, like I said, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you want to debate anything, please drop a comment. Don't be afraid to drop a comment there. I'll always get back to you. Thank you very much.